podcast.
You have hamter on head.
I do have hamsters.
Hello. Elise and I are going to be yapping and chatting about Blazblue characters of all things. They know very little. I know a fair amount. I played all the games. Who is your favorite Blazblue? I don't know much about the fighting game community, sadly. So, I'm going to show them the characters, and they are going to guess the deal. And then I'm going to tell them the deal. So, shall we begin?
Sure. We'll go swimmingly, and I'll get all of them right forever.
Look at this man.
Right, okay. I know this. His name is, like, Ragna the Azure, I think? I know that he's Blazblue's sole bad guy, and that he is the Blazblue, much like how sole bad guy is the Guilty Gear. But except this time he actually is the villain and the one causing all the issues, if I remember correctly.
You're kinda right. He's Ragna the Blood Edge. He's, at the beginning of the series, he is an SS class wanted criminal, and he's going around, tearing up the NOL, like, locations, which are like the cops, the fantasy police of Blazblue. You're a little quiet, apparently. Speak?
Okay. Bark. Woof.
Possibly the edgiest name in existence. Blood Edge.
So, did he give himself that name, or is that a name that, like, the news gave him?
You know, I don't know. All the ladies want him, except I kind of get it this time.
Well, what'd that Blood Edge do?
Next one.
Okay. I don't know her name, but that's clearly a Kai Kisuke. So that would be, Mr. Blood Edge's rival? She's probably a cop because she's wearing a beret.
I like your definition of cop. And hat-free variants, yes.
I'm assuming those are from different Blazblue games, is her design. Unless those are two characters, and you're pulling a trick on me.
This one is original flavor, this one is Chrono Phantasma onwards.
Got it. So I don't think Jill Valentine started. I think the first would be Cammy Street Fighter. So yeah, I'm guessing she's a cop, and I'm guessing that she's Blood Edge's rival.
Okay, so this is Noel Vermillion, and she's the Dizzy.
Oh.
She was a cop. I think she went AWOL in between games. In the first game at least, the first two games maybe, she has extreme anxiety to the point where one of her hobbies is online shopping, because then you don't have to go outside and meet people, which is a mood.
I see.
I also have horrible anxiety. Her name is Vermilion, but she primarily wears blue.
She's bucking the trend. She's taking her destiny into her own hands. She isn't letting her name decide who she is.
She's a cop, or was a cop.
She was a cop.
She's actually chronologically 9 years old, but legally 21.
Oh, okay.
Because she is a Murakumo unit, which is like robot girls. And her real name is Mew12. And she fights up close by slapping people with her guns.
Of course she does.
If you had big fucking pistols like that, why wouldn't you?
Generally I'd shoot people with them, but... Also, those ribbons look very annoying to deal with.
Right? This isn't the most ridiculous design we're seeing today.
Okay, that's Kai.
Yes.
That is a Kai Kisuke. That is Blood Edge's rival. He is probably the head of, Space Library. Or something, or he's a high-ranking member. Sorry, they are a high-ranking member. I just realized that those are tights and a tunic, and they look rather androgynous, so I cannot say for sure what they're,
He's a he.
Okay.
He is Jin Kisaragi, and he has ice powers, that come from his sword there, Yukianasa, which is like a special weapon. His sword is also drives him a little bit crazy. When he's around Noel or Ragna, his personality changes drastically. Also, he's Ragna's little brother. Just like, brother, let's fight to the death whenever he's around Ragna.
I would not have guessed that he was the blood horny one.
Only around his brother. And when he's around Noel, he's just plain mean to her.
Good.
Also, he and Noel and a few other characters went to school together.
Okay, I'm guessing she's your main. She is a bunny cat girl, very goth. I see that she has Gibbles' cousin as a companion. I'm guessing she's a scientist. Final answer, she's some sort of scientist who just likes dressing like that.
You wanna know?
Yes, that's the point of the stream.
She is Rachel Alucard. I'll give you another guess as to what she is.
She's a vampire, or whatever they call vampires in Blazblue.
She is a vampire! The dawning realization that I accidentally took a few cues from Rachel in my character design. God damn it.
Well, if it helps, you don't have a bow, you just have a choker.
True. Wait, I do have a bow.
Have funny ears.
It's just on my tits.
I see.
Technically, she is over 100 years old, but thanks to the first game taking place in, like, time loops, she is mentally around 52,000 years old.
Oh, okay.
And because she is an observer, which is its own thing that confuses me, she remembers every second of the time loops.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's fucked. I also wrote in my notes, do not look at her official art, it gets weird.
Well, now I gotta.
No, don't. Seriously.
Okay, let's just move on to the next character then, I guess.
You like her? She's a cat girl. Elise? Hey,
no, I'm thinking, give me a sec. Fuck, like, I would have guessed this was the Dizzy, but... Oh, no, that's Jacko! She is, another wielder of a grimoire who is related to, Blood Edge in some manner, possibly love interest, or she's Faust, in which she is a person who saw a realm that she's... that too. Or she saw something she wasn't supposed to, like she glimpsed the infinite and was driven mad.
You were actually on the money for a different character. She is literally a cat person. She's called Taokaka. She's from the Kaka clan. And they're a clan of cat people who wear, like, masks. And I want her hoodie and doesn't call people by glimpsing the infinite and how cats get zoomies. Elise, you have a cat.
I do have a cat.
I win.
Oh no, why did I look up Alucard? No. Oh no, why did I do that? I'm sorry, I lied to you. And I looked it up and I regret.
Now if I tell you not to look up things, you know what the consequences are.
Yes. What's wrong with her shoes? I just realized. Those aren't like... Wait, unless those are cannons. And then she kicks people and fires a cannon out of her shoes. Because that would be cool.
Sadly, no.
So she's just always on her tiptoes.
Pretty much. Taokaka doesn't call people by their name. She calls people like... She calls Ragna Scruffy Man and a different character Booby Lady.
I see.
We will see, Booby Lady.
I'm gonna call it Blazblue. I'm sorry.
I will eat you.
I know you will. Whatever.
So what do you think about this girl?
I would say ice powers, but so far we've gone... You can't guess people's names and abilities based off of primary color schemes. I just noticed that she's naked except for a little patch over her vag. And I don't like that.
Well, it's a skin-tight suit.
She's not a robot? Oh no.
She's one of the robot girls. They're like organic robots, sort of.
I'm guessing her name is Alpha something, and she's the head of the Robo Girls.
She is New 13. Most of the time she's emotionless, but she goes yandere for Ragna. The one other thing I wrote in her notes is the crotch plate looks uncomfortable.
It really does. Like, what is the function of the crotch plate? Okay, that black samurai dude who I thought was president of the United States in Strive, because I heard that the president fought some people, so I thought the big twist was going to be that he was the samurai guy until I watched the story mode, and no, that's not how it happened. The president did fight people, but he fought people by throwing footballs at them. And I'm very sad that he didn't end up being a Strive character. Yes, thank you. Nagoriyuki. Yes. So I'm guessing he's clearly a samurai. Probably not also a vampire.
He's called Hakumen.
Okay.
Which I think literally means white face. His eyes are on his shoulders.
Oh.
And he's actually a time-displaced Jin Kisaragi from the first timeline where Noel didn't exist for some reason.
Okay, so this is a puppet character. That's the Jiangxi behind him. Which is weird because her legs aren't bound. But I'm guessing he's much older than he looks. I'm also guessing that he's not a Taoist. But that's still clearly a Jiangxi. I'm guessing he uses magic of some sort to control it. So he could be a Taoist.
That's called Clover. He is exactly the age he looks. Behind him is his sister, who got horrifyingly turned into a robot by their dad, Relius Clover, who is also a character in Continuum Shift Onwards. You get to see, like, the middle of the robotification at one point, and it's kind of horrifying. Next one.
Okay, that's Monkey. He's just missing the crown. I'm guessing that... Is that a pile bunker? No, that's just a giant nail. I'm guessing he is a guy who just wanders around fighting people just for the sake of fighting people, and he really likes booze, because that's Sun Wukong.
He is Bang Shishigami. He is a ninja.
Okay, sure.
He has a grudge against Jin because Jin killed his master. He has a giant nail.
Aha!
His tits are out constantly. Yes. I think his surname means lion god, but don't quote me on that. He does really like boobs. He likes specific boobs as well.
I'm guessing I will be meeting these specific boobs.
Yes. Booby lady. Next one.
Okay. Is this the person who saw into the infinite and was forever corrupted and changed by it?
Yep. He was a guy once.
Okay, so this is the Faust character.
He's Arakune. He does have a human name, Lot Carmine. Okay. He doesn't go by that anymore, so we won't name him anymore. He uses a lot of bugs and stuff, so I'm like, ah! He talks weird and, like, misses a lot of words in the middle of his dialogue. He's the sexiest character in the entire series.
Oh my. Ara.
Ara. So are you prepared?
For Booby Lady?
For Booby Lady!
Oh, that's not the Booby Lady I thought. Does she have a navel? Oh no, okay, that's just the bottom of her cleavage. Yeah, that's pretty booby.
Yeah, that's pretty booby.
Oh god, scroll out a little bit. And she's wearing a kinpao, which doesn't fit her. And she has the yin-yang on her
purpose.
Hair.
She has a little panda.
Monkey?
Huh?
Is she monkey? Because she has the extendo staff. She has...
a little panda.
She's clearly Chinese. She has a Taoist symbol. Is she based off Sun Wukong?
She's Litchi Faye Ling. She's a doctor. And she...
Of course she is.
Used to be a scientist who worked with Lot Carmine. And she has an obsession with getting him back to normal.
And she's very busty.
And she And she can't button up her shirt now. Get a better fitting
That
shirt.
has to be so cold. That has to be so cold.
The next one.
Okay, he's a blacksmith. Or he makes cars, because those are engines on his hands, on his forearms. He looks like an Oni, but I don't know if he is one. And it looks like he could deliver a good pile bunker punch, but they're cowards and won't give that to him.
I mean, he's kind of a robot man. He's called Iron Tiger. He had a joke tutorial video, like an official tutorial video made by, and it was voiced by Mike Z from who made Skullgirls. But he's doing it in like an absurd Russian accent for some reason.
I'm guessing that the tutorial video is just Potemkin Buster.
All I remember about that video is real Soviet damage. Okay, one more character. She's not from Calamity Trigger, but I included her.
Okay. Complete shot in the dark. Her name is Skaha, because she is Skaha from Celtic lore, because that is clearly Gungnir.
But no, she is Mai Natsume.
Mai Natsume, okay.
And she got transed by a book.
I see.
The No Name Grimoire. So,
I see.
and it turned her into a girl with really big tits. And her former name was Mai Hazuki. Kept her first name, changed her surname. I found her weapon name. Galliosphera Outseal.
Wait. God, the more I look at her boobs, the less sense they make. It looks like they start at her collarbones.
Don't think about it too much. She's actually originally from the side story manga, Blazblue Remix Heart, which takes place when she and Noel and her friends Tsubaki and Makoto were still in school. And at first she still kind of identified as male, and then slowly realized, oh, I quite like being a girl and identifying as a girl, actually. I don't actually want to change back to male.
Ah, so she's, Bridget.
I wrote in my notes, I'm not sure how to feel about how the manga handled her being attracted to men. Because she, starts getting attracted to one of her, senpais, who is Jin's friend. And she's like, but what if my heart is becoming that of a woman's as well? And she was like, no, I don't want to be gay. And then she was like, oh, I'm okay with this, actually. You're asking a lot of questions I don't have an answer to.
And you said you did your research.
They weren't answered in the thing. What do you want from me?